steaming around this room and just like floating around this room. They have the main griddle pan, which is over wood, which is just sizzling with spices, and he flicked in some curry leaves. It's just bubbling like hot lava. Slices of fish. There's a number of different types of fish, I think. And then
kingfish first.
This one is kingfish first.
Yeah.
We got some
pomfrets
are gonna go, some black pomfrets. The massive pans of rice.
Yeah.
You can tell they're expecting a lunch rush. And she is Namaskaram. Namaskaram. It is just smoldering away like lava over open fire, over flame. Just the combination of the curry paste and that coconut oil. She's gonna take off this batch, and then she's getting ready to make a whole nother batch. But that is literally, that's a bucket of curry paste and spices.
They will serve with that.
Smoldering. Every now and then they have an entire jug of coconut oil that she just splashes onto the mother pan. But that, as soon as she pulls off, and the unique way she serves it as well is she takes it, she flips the fish a few times, then scoops it with as much curry paste as possible that will cling to the fish onto the plate. So it's so juicy, oily from that paste and coconut. And then as soon as she takes them off, she then goes to the pot of curry paste. It's an instant marination, so it's just like rub as much of it onto the piece of fish as possible and directly onto the pan, and then immediately a splash of coconut oil. When any of the flavors or ingredients gets low, she just tosses on more coconut oil, more curry leaves. She just tossed on a fresh batch of curry leaves, just like throws them on, like splattering them across the pan, the griddle. That is one of the most beautiful griddles I think you'll ever see in the entire world. That, the aromas, the spices. This is a genius way to cook fish fry. Like the fish fry is something you'll find all over Kerala, but this style,
this is unique to this place.
Unique to this place. So this is the spot, right?
Actually, their mother used to prepare like this, and they followed.
I'm just completely soaked and bathing in spices and steam and smoke. And then when she feels necessary, when it's the right time, she just instinctively just makes it rain with curry leaves. What a pro move, like just literally grabbing into another splash, we can't miss it. But she just literally, a handful, of curry paste, like scoots it, like flicks it onto the fish. Fan version of this recipe.
Who invented this recipe?
She's here.
She's old, but we can eat.
The fish. She's just like tossing around lava. She's playing with lava, curry lava.
This is the only fish fry I have seen so juicy.
Oh yeah, because we've had other fish fry that's more drier.
Yeah.
Because it fully like dries up.
Dry.
They actually preserve the juiciness. You could actually
see that.
Yeah, it's just for the fish curry. Oh, I want a big hole. I want a bigger hole.
Yeah, see, should look like the eyes, two eyes. Is there anything else? Papat.
Oh yeah, the papadam. Papadam.
Yeah.
Wow, I cannot believe it. Yeah.
Mark yours looks awesome. Wow.
They come around with the pans of fish that they loaded up in the kitchen where they're frying it. You choose between the kingfish and the pomfret, and after seeing it being fried, there was no way I was ever gonna make that decision of which one to go for. So I got both. And the amazing thing is you make little holes in your rice for the different curries. There's a fish curry, and that one is the
dal.
The dal.
We should start with this vegetarian side.
Oh, vegetarian side, okay.
And also papad.
And papad.
So vegetables and rice together.
Mix that papad, mix a bit more of the crunchies in there. You can see the mustard seed in there, I believe.
Yeah.
Mix everything to get everything like together in one. Wow. Yes. The coconut and the saltiness of the papad. The lemon and mango pickle. Into the vegetarian side?
Yeah, the vegetarian side. The taste of lemon.
Salty, cured lemon. Oh, it's outstanding. I'm gonna begin with the kingfish now, and you can just see that caramelized coconut crust of lava curry. Oh, wow.
The taste of masala with coconut oil.
It's just like pure chili powder. It's like candy. It's like curry candy. Just. Okay, and next up for the pomfret. It's just like, it's actually equal ratios of curry paste to fish. They have their ratios in place. Oh, the pomfret. A totally different texture than the kingfish. The powder that they use, it is pretty decently spicy. Like, you feel the heat start to grow on you. You just want to wipe up every last drip of sauce though on your banana leaf. It's just too much flavor condensed that you can't miss. With every bite, you just cannot believe yourself. Another just life-changing meal in Kerala. And I think it is that sad moment. Goodbye. Until next time.
Yeah.
Until next time. Set the cup on top. That's a wrap.
50 grams. The normal size is the family naan. That's the biggest size. Yeah.
This is the biggest. How many grams is it? 1 kilo?
Yeah, almost 800.
800 grams. Okay.
Yeah. Boil साइड में रख रहा है साइड की बात.
Rolling it out, you can see the elasticity of it. You're really having to pull it, having to stretch it out. That's going to be huge. Oh man, and huge props to chef. To make that family-sized giant naan, that takes so much effort and energy. He wraps it like a blanket into the inside of that tandoor oven. Insane skills. Oh, that smells good. Oh, it's starting to bubble up and blister up now. That's butter?
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, that smells so good, yeah. Oh, butter on fire. Crispiness. Tear off another piece of naan. I want to get that center where there's a higher concentration of butter and seasonings. I want to try that dal. I love dal. So this is the charcoal specialty dal. The creamy, thick richness of that. Oh, wow. Okay, you have to see close up inside this chicken just how incredibly flaky and juicy it is. Oh yeah, that's hot. Oh wow. Oh, look at that. Oh, the aroma. Just a poof of aromatic smokiness and spices just erupts when you tear into that chicken. Some of the mint chutney on the side there. Oh, with the chutney. And I'm gonna take this one right in the center here because it has the most goodies on top. Oh, and then also we're buying some fresh tiger shrimp. They said they're from the deep, deep blue sea. and they're kind of rare. They're not an everyday because they're so deep. Good job, Micah. She's just deveining them, slicing off the whiskers and preparing them. Those are gonna deep fry as well. She has a flour mixture. I think it's just flour and salt. Just gives them a little dusting coating of flour and then directly into the oil. Well, those are gonna crispify, and guaranteed she's gonna cook them perfectly so that they're not overcooked, so that they're still juicy, and I can already imagine that muscular texture. Those are beautiful, like blooming, like fully blooming flowers. She takes them out at the precise time, and now literally she's chopping up an entire chopping board of garlic. That must be like 2 full heads of garlic, which they're gonna then quickly stir fry with the fried shrimp. The color of those prawns, that recipe is incredible. That amount of garlic and the fresh tiger shrimp, but they turn so red. They almost look like they have a red glaze on them. And that's not because of chili, that's not because of tomato sauce. That's because of the mangkung. It's the head oil butter that came out of the prawns. That came out with fresh blue swimmer crabs. Yes, Pijok ordered it for us with blue swimmer crabs. Another dish I can't wait. Let's move on to the shrimp. And again, this is one of the most spectacular half moon just display platters of shrimp that I've ever seen. I love that display. All of them just lined up. Some of them are huge. And I'm gonna take this one right in the center here because it has the most goodies on top. But look at the size of this and that glaze that it's created. Let's peel off some of this shell. And I think you can actually eat some of that shell too because it's pretty crispy. It's fried with a little bit of flour so that you can chew through it, I think. But I'll probably peel off most of it. Look at that meat. If you pull off the head, probably the juices will run and you'll see some of the red oil tamale come out of it. Here we go. The meaty, muscular texture of that is incredible. And they said it's from really deep sea. The freshness, that texture. And then again, the balance of flavor, the garlic, the crispy glaze, its own juices, and just kind of layers of different salty flavor going on in there. Might do a little dip for my next bite, a little more garlic on there, and then chase with some of the garlic from the dish. Oh man, that smells unbelievable. Oh wow. Oh Mark, wow. And khao soi is one of those dishes, is when it's made right, it's one of the greatest dishes of northern Thailand, one of the great dishes of Thailand. But so she quickly just blanches off those egg noodles. Then she has a technique where she adds in a scoop of coconut milk, and then after that adds in the curry. And we're going beef first. Joel and I are both getting beef, so that's been cooking. That aromatic layer of beef oil and coconut milk is all brewed down. You see spices in there. You see whole sticks of cinnamon in there. That goes over the noodles. Then she tops it with some of the crispy egg noodles, which are fried, and then finally a little sprinkle of coriander and green onions, and then served with, they call it kimchi, like a pickled mustard green with chili and shallots. Joel, this is absolutely pristine. and they are so incredibly friendly, so nice. Served hot and fresh. There's absolutely nothing I'd want to eat more right now in my life. Overlooking the kind of a football field with the mountains, with the mist, and just the day, a cold day like this just makes it even more picturesque for eating hot khao soi,
no.
without a doubt.
The situation cannot be beat.
No, thank you, Joe. Oh, so the khao soi is actually served with what they call kimchi, yeah, like a pickled mustard greens, but also not shallots, but onions from India. Okay,
ข้าวซอยมาม่า
ก็ซอยมาม่าพี่มิก
should we just taste that broth first? Again, she added in some coconut cream before then adding the whole beef curry, which there may or may not be a little bit of coconut cream within the curry itself, but she added in that fresh cream. Cheers, Joel. Oh wow, yeah, that's as meaty as it looks. It's so stewed down until ultra tender.
Stew is the word, yeah.
Oh, it is rich. The coconut cream, contrasted by those herbs. Yeah, that's superb. But we should do some seasoning. Got the pickled mustard greens. We've got the Indian onions, and then of course, got to have some of the chili, which is more like a extremely thick chili, also a fine textured chili oil.
He told me he is very proud of this. Besides,
He makes the chili oil
besides the
himself,
recipe,
right?
he makes this himself. He even sells the chilies because he has a friend who grows them in this village. So he says, "Watch out! These are serious chilies."
All local.
Yeah, all local. Yep.
He told us to be cautious with it, so we'll take it easy by just doing one giant overflowing spoon. Oh, a little chili goes in, maybe a little bit more just to top it off for good measure. Then mix that around.
Just one.
Oh, immediately you can see the color of that broth changing, that deep red. Mix it with the noodles. That goes into your bowl. Some of these giant sliced onions. Okay, all right. Now we are really ready to completely chow down on this bowl of khao soi. Fully commit now. Go all the way in. And the noodles next. Yeah, it's so thick and so hearty and rich. Wow. Look at that.
It really is like one of the thickest.
ชิมน้ำไม่ได้แม่ชิมแล้วหน่อย
Oh wow. It has a nutty taste to it.
ชิมแล้วแต่ไม่ใส่ให้หนู
Man, okay, with that chili, that magnifies everything. I love those pickled mustard greens as he added with chili in them. Have that lactic acid fermentation complexity.
It's so thick, but then so smoky too, and then sour. These are like mega sour, right?
This is worth coming to this village just to eat, without a doubt. That is unbelievably tasty. One of the meatiest versions of khao soi. It's just meat to the max.
It's unreal, dude. Yeah. And the first time I met him, I said like, "Hey, so I'm sure you were so famous and popular downtown." He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Why did you move outside?" He goes,
เอาดาวยิ่งอายำ
"He's like,
Just the view.
he's like, do you see?"
The view, the freshness.
And yeah, I mean, it is magical.
And who can blame him?
He still has
Yep.
people who make the pilgrimage up here to have his khao soi, like all the way up the mountain. So
He has a loyal following from town that just drives up here just to come eat the khao soi and back down. Like us. I am now part of the loyal following. And Joel. Yep.
it's worth it.
This is a day's mission accomplished. Right here in this bowl.